Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to Maths online class. Now in today's class we will discuss trigonometric functions of sum and difference of two angles. Trigonometric functions of sum and difference of two angles. In this, first we will discuss about the cos of x plus y. See here, trigonometric function is cos, sum and difference, sum or difference, sum of two angles. So this is cos x plus y is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So one angle is this one, cos of x plus y, this is the formula, is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So there are other functions, other formulas also there. So one more is cos of x minus y is equal to, formula is cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. So second formula it is cos of x minus y is equal to cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. So here is trigonometric functions of sum and difference of two angles. Those are the formulas. This is related to sum of two angles, that is related to subtraction, that means difference of two angles, that we will discuss later. So now this is very important question. So question is, prove that, this is formula, okay, cos of x plus y is equal to, you should know this formula. What is cos x plus y? That is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So now in exam they will ask, prove that cos x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So this is very important question for 5 marks, 5 or 6 marks question. Very important and definite question. Now how to prove this formula? How to prove this formula? To prove this formula, I'll take one unit circle. I take one unit circle in coordinate axis x dash, y, and this one is y dash. So I'll consider one unit circle. What do you mean by unit circle? Unit circle means a circle with the radius is 1. A circle with the radius is 1 is called a unit circle. So now I'll draw one circle. This is a circle. So one circle. So this is unit circle, means radius is 1. So this is O. This is O, center, okay, origin. So now this is the origin, center of circle, correct no? This is center of circle, this is point on circumference. What is this distance? Is radius. What is the measurement of this radius? It is 1 unit, means 1 meter, 1 centimeter or 1 feet, okay. So now it is generally considered one unit circle. So in this I will consider 4 points. So one point is this one. So that is point P1. So this point is P1. So point P1. So I'll join this with the origin center. And this angle is, see, if I start from here and your rotation is in anti-clockwise direction and here to here it covers an angle of x. Just assume that it covers an angle x. So that angle takes x for the point P1. Now you have to write the coordinate of this P1. So I'll take coordinate of that P1 is cos x comma sin x, cos x comma sin x. Okay, why this x? So x is the angle covered from the beginning to the point 1 is x. So and consider the point cos x comma sin x. Don't interchange. So first one is cos x sin x. So I took 1 point. So now I'll take one more point here, that is P2. The point P2 and angle covered from P1 to P2. From P1 to P2 is, let us take angle Y. So angle Y is angle covered from the point P1 to the point P2. So now if from the beginning, if you consider from here to the point P2, what will be the total angle? The total angle is x plus y. So now if angle is x for the point P1, what is the coordinate? Cos x comma sin x. Is it right? Yes. Now for the point 2, what is the angle? Angle is x plus y. Angle is x plus y. So what is the coordinate of P2? The coordinate of P2 is, I'll write here, it is cos, what is the angle? X plus y. X plus y comma sin what? It is x plus y. Correct now? So this is your second coordinate. So what is your second coordinate? Second coordinate is cos. Why it is x plus y? So x plus y is the angle covered, comma sin x plus y. That is the coordinate of P2. So now next, these are the angles and these are the coordinates. Why we are taking this? To prove this one. Okay, that is we are considering. So now I'll take third point, that is P3. Third point P3. Now for this I take the reverse angle. See the direction. From the beginning I take the reverse direction. Let the angle is y. So because it is in clockwise direction, so your angle is what? Minus y. So your movement is clockwise direction. So angle is what? Minus y. So can you write what is the coordinate of P3? The coordinate of P3 is cos of s. What is the coordinate of P3? Minus y comma sin of minus y. Is it right? Yes. Third coordinate is cos of minus y comma sin of minus y. Now I take one more point is on this one, that is P4 is on. This is which line? Positive x-axis. Already you know any point on x-axis is x comma 0, right? So x comma 0. So what will be the point of this one? Actually point on x-axis means the coordinate is x comma 0. Is it right? Yes. Now what is this distance here to here? A distance is 1 unit. So means x is replaced as 1 comma 0. Why it is 0? Because P4 is point on x-axis. So to prove this formula, you should write first these 4 coordinates. So what are those 4 coordinates? P1. P1 makes an angle plus x. So your coordinate is cos x comma sin x. Now next P2, the angle is x plus y. So your coordinate is cos x plus y comma sin x plus y. So now next third point P3, the angle is in reverse direction, means clockwise direction. As you know, if angle is in clockwise direction, the angle is negative. So it is minus y. So your coordinate is cos of minus y comma sin of minus y. And fourth point is P4, that is 1 comma 0. So what are the coordinates? I'll take the points. P1 is cos x comma sin x. Cos x comma, don't write anything, afterwards I'll give notes. So now just concentrate here. It is cos of x plus y comma sin of x plus y. Okay, cos of x plus y, sin of x plus y. So what is third coordinate? It is cos of minus y comma sine of minus y. Cos of minus y comma sine of minus y. What is your fourth coordinate? Fourth coordinate is cos. It is 1 comma 0. Understood now how the coordinates are. So now in this figure, see, be careful. So I'll join P1 and P3. So in this figure, I will join this P1 and P3. Clear? This P1 and P3 I am joining. Odd number P1, odd number P3. Remember, don't join P1 and P2. So join odd number, that is P1 and P3. If you join odd number, can you identify triangle? Yes, you can identify triangle. So I am shading this. So your triangle is, which is your triangle? Can you? So your triangle is, which one it is? This is here. This is, the triangle is OP1, P3. So from figure, the triangle is what? OP1, P3. Is it right? So now next, see, I am joining odd number. Remember, 1 and 3 joining this one. So next two more. Which are those two more? P2 and P4. Correct no? P2 and P4. Now join those 2 points. So now I'll join these points P2 and P4. Right? So this is P2 and P4. So if you join P2 and P4, see, your triangle is this one. I'll shade like this. Okay. I will shade like this. That is P2 and P4. If I join P2 and P4, again you will get a triangle. That is, which triangle it is? It is, yeah, which triangle now? The triangle is, which one? It is OP2, P4. The triangle is P2, P4. P2, P4. Clear this? So triangles we got. Now next, I am writing these two triangles are congruent triangles. So these two triangles are, I am writing as congruent triangles. So why these two triangles are congruent triangles? You know the definition of congruent triangles from your previous class, right? So congruent triangles means what? So if triangle is ABC, the triangle ABC, and one more triangle is DEF that you studied in your previous class. So now there are 4 criterion or 5 postulates in congruency. So which one it is? SSS means all 3 sides of first triangle is equal to or corresponding to the second triangle. That is called as SS postulate. Next one is SAS postulate. So now next AS, A postulate, and one more is AA postulate and RHS postulate. Correct no? These 3, these 4 or 5 postulates for congruency, right? So what do you mean by this? The corresponding sides of these two triangles if are equal, then those two triangles are called as what? Congruent triangles, right? Suppose it is 5 centimeter. If it is 5, this is 4, then this is 4, and this is 5, and this is 3, and this is 3. So we can say that this side is equal to this side, and if this side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side, then we can say that those two triangles are congruent triangles. Correct no? That means all sides are equal means which postulate it holds? It is SSS postulate holds. So now similarly SAS means 2 sides on one included angle. 2 angles and 1 included sides if are equal, then triangle is congruent triangle. Next, all 3 angles are equal, then triangle is congruent triangles. And RHS, if one angle is 90 degree, then it is what? RHS, right? So now can you say, I told these two triangles are congruent triangle. Can you give the reason for that? If you see the figure means you have to see the triangle, right? which triangle OP1, sorry, OP3 and OP2. So I draw those two triangles here. So here the first triangle is OP1, P3. Correct, no? So the next triangle is, which is your next triangle? OP2, P4. Is it right? OP2, P4. So now from the figure, now tell me what are those sides? So if I see the figure, so what is this OP1? O is center, P is point on circumference. So what is this? This is radius. Correct, no? So I'll mark it as R. OP1 is R from here figure. So if I can't write here, so you can't understand, that's why I'm drawing separate figure. Just imagine, okay? Now next, what is your OP3? O is center, P3 is point on circumference. So OP3 is what? Again it is R. Correct, no? That is the radius. So now next OP2 and OP4. OP2 center and point on circumference means radius. OP4 is what? Center and point on circumference. So again it is radius. So this is radius and this one is also radius. If you see this figure, so this side is equal to this side because in a circle the all radius are equal. Correct, no? So if this is your circle, this is circle and this is radius and the value of radius, suppose it is 3 meter or centimeter. So what is the value of this one? What is the value of this line? Again this is radius. Obviously we can write it as 3. Suppose what is the value of this one? Again it is radius, means the value remains same in circle, that is the radius one. So now what is the radius? The radius value OP1 is equal to OP2. OP3 is equal to OP4. So from this figure I can write here, so by observing that figure, OP1 is equal to the corresponding side is OP2. OP3 the corresponding side is OP4. Because this is S means sides. If two sides are equal, we can write the corresponding third side is also equal. P1, P3 is equal to P2, P4, right? So because of this we can say that the triangle is congruent. Why it is triangle is congruent? Two corresponding sides are equal. If two sides are equal, then there is included angle is equal. Third side also automatically comes as equal. I need this one. Okay, so P1, P3 is equal to P2, P4 because of congruence. Clear this? Because of congruence. Now next, here we have to use a distance formula. So first you have to find out what is your P1 and P3. What is your P1 and P3? Next step is to find what is P2 and P4. So what is P1, P3? What is P2, P4? So what is your P1? P1 is this, the point is this one. P3 is this one and point is this one. So you need P1, P3. Means which formula we can apply here? Here to here I need. Here to here I need means distance formula, right? So now I'll take the 2 points. See, suppose the 2 points, already you know this. Point x1, y1. Point B is what? x2, y2. Point B is x2, y2. So now A is x1, y1, B is x2, y2, right? So suppose I need AB. AB means what? The distance between those 2 points. AB means what? The distance between those 2 points. So AB I need, so distance between those 2 points. What is the distance between those 2 points? How to find the distance between those 2 points? By using your distance formula. What is your distance formula if 2 points are given? x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So it is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is your formula, right? So now instead next this is your distance formula. Suppose if I write AB square. So what is the value of AB square from this one? How to get AB square from this? By taking square on both sides. So I took square for AB, that comes as AB square. So now next I take a square for this one, that is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, and it is whole square. Is it right? So I take square on both sides because we are using this formula here. Okay. You know P1, P3. I am not using P1, P3. P1, P3 means what? If you see figure, P1, P3 means the distance between those 2 points. I am substituting as P1, P3 square. Okay. P1, P3 square. That's why I am showing how is that AB square comes. How that distance formula changes. Now square and square root cancels. What is your AB square? AB square is equal to x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So distance formula, if it is AB, then under square root. If it is AB square, then without square root. You know this difference. You used in your previous class, right? Yes. The same concept I will use here for this P1 and P3. Now next, what I told, I need P1, P3 whole square. First I will take P1, P3 whole square. So now I will write those 2 points P1, P3. Correct? No, I need P1 and P3 means the distance formula. What is the coordinate of P1? It is cos x comma sin x. Is it right? So what is the coordinate of P3? It is cos of minus y comma sin of minus y. Is it right? Yes. So what I told I need is P1, P3 whole square. So from this figure, P1, P3 whole square. What is that P1, P3 whole square? Is AB is what? Square root of. Correct? No? x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. But here, what is our AB square? AB square is what? x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, right? Similarly, here P1, P3 whole square, the distance formula. This point is x1, y1. This point is x2, y2. So use the formula x1 minus x2. x1 is cos x minus x2 is what? Cos of minus y. Next whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. y1 is what? Sin x minus y2 is what? Sin of minus y whole square. Is it right? How to apply the distance formula for the point P1 and P2. Clear this? Yes, now I will write here. So P1, P3 whole square. So P1, P3 whole square means your formula is cos x minus cos of minus y whole square. Is it right? I showed how it is. Plus y1 is sin x minus y2 is what? Sin of minus y whole square. So this is the formula. Now next is simplification of this one by using your basics. That is P1, P3 whole square is equal to P1, P3 whole square is, so here it is, see the cos x, x angle is positive. Next is cos minus y, cos minus y. You know the cos of minus y formula is, what is the value of cos of minus y? Or cos of minus x? Cos of minus x is cos x. So use that concept. So it is cos x minus this minus cos of minus x is what? Cos x. So cos of minus y is what? Cos y. First you should remove that. Remove that. That means you should use a formula for that. Plus next one is sin x minus. Sin x minus. Now here use it. Sin of minus y. You know that sin of minus x is what? Minus sin x. You know that sin of minus x is minus sin x. Is it right? So how we can write this? Sin of minus y. So sin of minus y can be written as, how to write this sin of minus y? It is minus sin y. Sin of minus y can be written as minus sin y, and this minus and already one minus that changes as plus. So it is a sin y. How it is? Is it clear? Is it clear? How it comes is plus, this already one minus, and you know that sin of minus y is minus sin y. So this minus and this minus that comes as a plus. Clear? Yes, now how to simplify this? It is easy. It is in the form of cos x minus cos y whole square, means in the form of a minus b whole square. So use that formula. What is the formula of a minus b whole square? A square plus b square minus 2ab, or a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now next, how to simplify this whole square? It is again in the form of a plus b whole square, means it is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So use it. So it is now p1 p3 whole square is equal to, yes, formula, cos x minus cos y whole square is a minus b whole square. So a square cos square x plus b square cos square y minus 2ab, 2 into cos x into cos y, plus sin x plus sin y whole square, a plus b whole square. So a square sin square x plus b square sin square y plus 2ab, it is 2 sin x sin y. 2 sin x sin y. So it is 2 sin x into sin y. Correct, no? Yes. Understood now how to apply the formula. Now here is, that is p1 p3 whole square is equal to, p1 p3 whole square is equal to, see, if you read this, cos square x cos square y minus 2 cos x cos y plus sin square x. So you can use one identity here. Which identity? See, cos square x plus sin square x. If you combine those two, that we can replace as equal to 1, right? Similarly, cos square y plus sin square y, that is equal to 1. So I'll write those two together. It is cos square x plus this sin square. I'll write with this one, that is sin square x, plus I'll put bracket for this one. Next one more is cos square y. For this I'll write the sin square with, it is sin square y, sin square y. Next minus, as it is minus 2 cos x cos y plus 2 sin x sin y, plus 2 sin x sin y. Already you know that p1 p3 whole square is equal to cos square x plus sin square x. Cos square x plus sin square x is 1, plus cos square y plus sin square y is 1, minus 2 cos x cos y plus 2 sin x sin y, 2 sin x sin y. So now P1 P3 whole square is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 2 cos x cos y plus 2 sin x sin y. So take it as equation number 1. So finally we can simplify this. So this is your last simplification method. So take it as equation number 1 for P1 P3 whole square. So we got P1 P3. Next you have to find out what is P2 and P4 whole square. So next step is P2 and P4 whole square. Now next is P2 P4, correct no? So what I need? P2 P4 whole square I need, yes. So now how to find this P2 P4? I'll show you here. So what is your P2 and P4? This is P2 and this one is P4. We'll write the coordinates of P2. What is the coordinate of P2? P2 the coordinate is cos x plus y comma sin x plus y. So P2 coordinate is cos x plus y comma sin x plus y. Okay. Now what is the coordinate of P4? P4 is what? 1 comma 0. P4 is 1 comma 0. What I need is P2 P4 whole square. Yes, tell me how to get this P2 P4 whole square? By using distance formula. x1 y1 x2 y2. So formula is what? x1 minus x2 whole square. So means it is cos x plus y. This is your x1 minus x2 is 1 whole square. Is it right? Plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So what is your y1? Sin of x plus y minus y2 is what? 0 whole square. So x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. x1 y1 x2 y2. Clear this? Yes, now I'll simplify here. So what is your P2 and P4 whole square? P2 is this one, P4 is this one. Means I need P1 and P4. So means distance formula x1 y1 P2 and P4 is what? x2 y2. The formula is distance formula. So if you use distance formula, your formula is cos x plus y minus 1 whole square plus sin x plus y minus 0 whole square. So it is a minus b, sorry, x1 minus y1, sorry, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Now how to simplify that one? How to simplify that one? See, if you see that it looks like formula. Which formula it is? The formula is a plus b and a minus b. See, cos x plus y is a minus 1 is b. So means it is in the form of a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square is what? It is P2 P4 whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. What is your a square? A is cos x plus y. So a square is what? Cos square x plus y plus b square. B is what? 1. B square is 1 square. 1 square means it is 1. Minus 2ab. So it is minus 2 cos of x plus y. 2a b is 1. Right? Next plus now again sin x plus y minus 0 whole square. Again it is in the form of a minus b whole square. So it is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So means a square is sin square x plus y plus b square is 0 square minus 2 into a is sin x plus y, b is 0. Now next it is P2 P4 whole square is equal to, just once read this, then you will come to know the identity. Cos square x plus y plus 1 minus 2 cos x plus y into 1 means it comes as 2 cos x plus y plus sin square x plus y. Cos square x plus y plus sin square x plus y, that I will write together. So now cos square x plus y plus sin square x plus y. So for these two I can use the identity, we can replace those two as equal to 1. Next this plus 1 minus 2 into 1 means 2. So it is 2 cos x plus y, 2 cos x plus y. This term I wrote here. Next 0 square means 0, no need of writing that. Next minus 2 sin x plus y into 0. So any number into 0 means the value is 0. So this is 0 and this also 0, so that's why I am not writing. Clear? Yes. Now it is P2 P4 whole square is equal to cos square x plus y plus sin square x plus y. The together is equal to what? 1, that is the identity, plus 1 minus 2 cos of x plus y. So now it is P2 P4 whole square is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 2 cos of x plus y. So 2 minus 2 cos of x plus y, let it be equation number 2. Now concentrate on equation number 1. What is your equation number 1? 2 minus 2 cos x cos y plus 2 sin x sin y. What is your equation number 2? Equation number 2 is 2 minus 2 cos x plus y. Now how to substitute those two equations? We know that. What we know that here? It is, I told you to use this concept, right? So that is what? P1 P3 is equal to P2 P4. But we find, what we find here? P1 P3 whole square. Can you write P1 P3 whole square is equal to P2 P4 whole square by this one? Yes, you can write. How we can write that? I will show you. So you know that. Suppose 2 is equal to 2. Like P1 P3 is equal to P2 P4. So next I wrote there P1 P3 whole square is also equal. Their squares is also equal. So I will take square of this one. So just we will see is it equal. 2 square, for this also I take square. 2 square is how much here? 4 is equal to 2 square is how much here? 4. So answer is same, right? So 2 is equal to 2. If we take square of that, the answer will be same. Suppose it is, if we take any number, the square of those two numbers also equal. So 10 is equal to 10. So check whether the square of these two numbers are equal. Yes. 10 square is equal to what? 10 square. 10 square is what? 100. 10 into 10, 100, not 20. 10 into 2, it is not 20. So 10 square means 10 into 10 is 100. 10 square means it is equal to 100. So is that square answer is also same? Yes. So generally we can write, if A is equal to A, if A is equal to A, then we can write A square is also equal to A square. So I am using this concept here. So that means if P1 P3 is equal to P2 P4, then square of those two terms also equal. So it is P1 P3 is equal to P2 P4 whole square. Now substitute what is the value of P1, P3 whole square, that is equation number 1. So means here equation number 1 is equal to equation number 2. So what is the equation number 1? It is 2 minus 2 cos x cos y plus 2 sin x sin y, that is equal to equation number 2 is what? 2 minus 2 cos of x plus y. Something you can cancel, right? See here, how many terms here? 2, second term, third term. First term is 2. What is the first term here? 2. Can you cancel this 2 with this 2? Yes, you can cancel. Can you cancel this 2 with this 2? No, you can't cancel. First, how to simplify here? Minus 2 cos x cos y plus 2. Say what is remaining? Minus 2 cos x cos y plus 2 sin x sin y. So that is equal to what? Minus 2 cos of x plus y. Alright. So in this side it is minus 2. This side is minus 2. So here simplify this side. How to simplify is just try to cancel this minus 2 with this one. So such way we have to simplify this. So minus 2, I have to cancel this. See this is minus 2, means 2 is common, here is 2, correct? No, means I can take 2 outside from these 2 terms, is it right? But instead of taking 2, so here is minus 2, so I can, if I take minus 2 outside from these 2, I can cancel with this one, so I have to cancel that. So I take minus 2 from this one. So minus 2 outside means it's what remains? It is cos x cos y. So minus I took outside from this. If I take minus sign, next sign will changes. Plus changes to minus, minus changes to plus. So this is minus 2 I took outside. It is sin x sin y, which is equal to minus 2 cos of x plus y. See here, it is minus 2 into, this is also minus 2 into. So I can cancel this minus 2 and minus 2. Finally what we got here? It is cos x, we got the theorem, cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, which is equal to cos of x plus y. Which is equal to cos of x plus y. Is this answer? Yes, it is your answer. What is your answer to prove here? Cos x plus y is equal to, that we can write interchanging. So cos x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So therefore last conclusion is cos x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, hence it is proved. Very important for 6 or 5 marks indefinite question. So important this one. Hello students, now writing part of this. Prove that cos x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. I explained this. So now this you should copy in your notes, okay. So now here this is x and y coordinates, a circle. See, this is triangle O, P1, P3 is one triangle, O, P2, P4 is one more triangle. So this angle is x, this angle is y. So now next this angle is minus y, right. So this angle is minus y. So now this is the point P is what? Cos x sin x, right. So now next this point P2 is what? Cos x plus y. Cos x plus y. Cos x plus y comma sin x plus y. P3 is what? Cos of minus y, sin of minus y, and P4 is 1 comma 0, right. So this is first angle. So P1 and P3, these 2 points. P2 and P4, these 2 points. So now consider the unit circle with center at the origin. Let x be the angle in P4O P1. So P4O P1, the angle is x. Y be the angle P1O P2. So P1O P2. So P1, this is P1, O, P2 is Y angle. Then x plus y is the angle for P4O P2. So x plus y is the angle for P4O P2, correct no? P2. P4O P2 is angle is x plus y, and also let minus y is angle P4O P3. P4O P3, the angle is y, that is minus y. Therefore, P1, P2, P3, P4 will have the coordinates. P1 is cos x sin x, P2 is cos of x plus y comma sin of x plus y, P3 is cos of minus y comma sin of minus y, and P4 is 1 comma 0. Now, so if you see here, consider the triangles P1O P3 and P2O 4. So join odd numbers 1 and 3. Next join even numbers 2 and 4. So 1 and 3 is one triangle, 2 and 4 is one more triangle. So if you join these two, P1 and P3, P2 and P4, if you join, we will get two triangles. You can see here figure, correct no? This is one color and this triangle is in other color. So this triangle and this triangle, already these two triangles are what? Congruent triangles. So they are congruent because why they are congruent? So in this triangle, OP1 is equal to OP2, that I showed how it is equal. So OP1 is radius, OP2 also radius, OP3 is radius, OP4 is radius. So two sides are equal means those two triangles are congruent. So third side also comes as equal because corresponding sides of congruent triangles equal. Because of this, P1, P3 is equal to P2, P4, we can write square of those two also equal. That is P1, P3 whole square is equal to P2, P4 whole square, right? You know that I showed 2 is equal to 2, 2 square is equal to also 2 square because 2 square is 4, 2 square is 4, square is also same. Now you should find out what is your P1 and P3 whole square. So for that, by using distance formula. What is your distance formula? A of x1 comma y1, b of x2 comma y2, that is equal to what? AB square is equal to x1 minus x2 whole square plus y2 minus or y1 minus y2 square, or y2 minus y1 also you can write. So it is y1 minus y2 whole square. So now I will take the first part, that is P1, P3 whole square. So P1 and P3, what is your P1? P1 is cos x comma sin x, and P3 is what? Cos of minus y comma sin of minus y, right? So for these two, use the distance formula. So cos x minus cos y whole square plus sin x minus sin y whole square. Cos x minus cos of minus y whole square plus sin x minus sin of minus y whole square. So now using formula, which formula it is? See, cos of cos x minus cos of minus y. So cos of minus y is minus cos y. So it is minus itself. Cos of minus y is cos y. So plus into minus is minus itself. Now next, sin of sin x minus sin of minus y. Sin of minus y is what? Minus sin y. Minus and this minus comes as plus. So now how to expand this? I wrote here because cos of minus y is equal to cos y. Sin of minus y is equal to minus sin y. So now you have to simplify what is your cos x minus cos y whole square. How to simplify and get your equation number 1. Now next, how to simplify this one? P1 P3 whole square is equal to, it is by using formula a minus b as cos square x plus cos square y minus 2 cos x cos y, 2 cos x cos y Next, this P1 P3 whole square is equal to this one, right? How to simplify this? By using a minus b whole square plus a plus b whole square. So a square plus b square minus 2ab plus a square plus b square plus 2ab. So I'll combining this identities, cos square x plus sin square x plus cos square y plus sin square y. So minus 2 cos x plus 2 sin y, right? So cos square x plus sin square is 1, cos square y plus sin square y is 1 minus those 2, and it is equal to equation number 1. So 1 plus 1 is equation number 1. So this is writing part. Write neatly in your notes and don't miss any line because it's 6 mark important question. So now next P2 P4 whole square. So this by using distance formula P2 and P4. So now next a minus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square plus b square is 1 square is 1 minus 2ab and a square minus those two 0. So cos square plus sin square is 1 and this one minus 2 cos x plus y. Here 0 square is 0. See this minus 2 sin of x plus y into 0 is 0. So now this comes as, this is your equation. So that equation is equation number 2, that is P2 P4 whole square is equal to 2 minus 2 cos x plus y, that is equation number 2. So now next we know that P1 and P3 whole square is equal to P2 and P4 whole square. Means equation number 1 is equal to equation number 2 because these two sides are congruent sides, means the corresponding sides are equal. So this one is this equal to this is. So now this 2 and this 2 cancel. So remaining is minus 2 cos x cos y plus 2 sin x sin y is equal to minus 2 cos of x plus y. So what is common here? 2 is common. But this side is minus 2. This side is minus 2. So to cancel this minus 2, so you should take minus 2 outside. Should take minus 2 outside. If you take minus 2 outside, it is cos x cos y plus the changes as minus and 2 is outside, sin x sin y is equal to minus 2 cos of x plus y. So minus 2 and this minus 2 cancel. So your answer will be cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, that is equal to cos x plus y. So what we need, that we got. So that is cos x plus y is equal to cos x cos y plus sin x sin y, and hence it is proved, that is cos x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So important derivation. So copy this in your notes. This explanation part, write it in your notes. Okay, important for 6 marks.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.